At 14, my dad slapped me twice and threw me into a Wisconsin blizzard. I was barefoot, my face bleeding, because my older sister lied. I nearly didn't make it. By Monday morning, my mom had photos, paperwork, and a plan that wrecked them both. It started over something stupid. My sister wanted to go to the mall with her friends. The weather was turning nasty, roads icing over, and Dad finally said no. She stomped upstairs, slammed her door, and I stayed at the kitchen table doing math, happy to be invisible. 20 minutes later, she came down looking like a crime scene. Makeup smeared, shirt ripped at the collar. She shook and sobbed like she was auditioning for a show. He attacked me, she gasped. He said he wished I'd never been born. Dad didn't ask one question. I pointed at my homework spread out in front of me. I tried to talk. He grabbed my arm so hard my glass hit the tile and shattered. Then his face changed like a switch flipped. "How could you do this to her?" he snapped. The first slap stole my breath. The second one made my teeth bite my cheek. I tasted blood. My sister stopped crying. She just watched. First, he yanked the deadbolt back and shoved me out. Next, the wind hit my skin like needles. Then the door slammed in my face. After that, the deadbolt clicked down again. I pounded with numb hands until my knuckles went white. I heard nothing but the storm. Through the glass, my sister smiled, and she turned away while I begged. I had one option: move. I staggered down the street toward my best friend's house 5 blocks away. Snow swallowed the sidewalks. Street lights were just blurry halos. I fell, got up, fell again, and kept going because stopping felt like dying. When I reached her porch, I couldn't even make a fist. I kicked the door. Her mom opened it and went pale when she saw my face. She pulled me inside without asking anything, wrapped me in blankets, and sat me by the fireplace. Hot cocoa hit my hands, and I still couldn't hold the mug. They called my house. No answer. They called again. Still nothing. Her dad took pictures of my bruises with his phone and wrote down the time. When I finally talked, it came out in a rush. The lie, the slaps, the lock, the smile. My mom showed up early Sunday morning like a thunderclap. She was a nurse, and she looked at me the way she looked at serious patients. Calm voice, furious eyes. She took one look at the photos, then at my fingers, and she told my friend's parents, "Thank you. I'll handle it." Back home, Dad was at the table pretending it was a normal morning. Mom held up her hand. "Don't talk. Listen." My sister tried the innocent face. Mom didn't blink. She laid it out. I'd been seen leaving in the storm, the bruises were documented, and the clinic had confirmed frostbite starting on my toes. Then Mom turned to my sister. "Tell the truth now." My sister folded fast. She admitted she ripped her own shirt and smudged her own makeup because she wanted a distraction. Dad went gray. His hands shook like he couldn't believe his own body. Mom didn't yell. She went nuclear, quietly. She said she'd already called a divorce attorney. Dad was moving out that day. I would be with her, full custody, and he wouldn't see me unless I chose it. "Not if you choose," she corrected, staring at him. Then she looked at my sister and dropped the second hammer. My sister would finish the school year, then go live with Dad in whatever sad apartment he could afford. My sister started screaming that she didn't mean it. Mom's answer was flat. You watched her freeze on the porch. Court moved fast because the evidence was ugly. My friend's parents testified. The judge watched a clip from our doorbell camera. My sister standing there, smiling while I begged, then turning away. Dad's lawyer tried to call it a stressed father overreacting. The judge shut that down. "You endangered a child. That's not parenting." During the divorce, Mom's lawyer found Dad had been hiding money in a separate account. The judge didn't love that either, and Mom ended up with a bigger share. Dad left with less than he thought he deserved, and my sister left with him. Their life shrank. New school, thinner walls, fewer friends. People stopped trusting her. Dad kept sending apologies. Mom filed them away. I didn't read most of them. Years later, my sister tried to reach out like we were just kids back then. I never answered. Some bridges don't get rebuilt. They get burned down for a reason.